Good morning, friends. So today, we are going to learn this inner join by using this test case. So we have already got created like two customer pairs, bills pairs. These are two Java pair RDD, and we have already initialized this customers list with tuples of say customers from starting with the key as the customer ID you can say and the customer name. And similarly, the bills are associated with each of the customer IDs as the key here and the value as the bill. Okay, so let's start writing our test case here. So I will be using the similar for inner join. This is the main join method which we can call. For outer join, we will be using the other methods. So for this case, we are just going to call inner join for just the join method. Let me just choose customers pairs, and I will just call the join method. So when we call the join method on say bills pair, these both are Java pair RDDs, and let me do Control Alt V to just store it in our, and I will call it as inner join RDD. And as we can see that this is a Java pair RDD. After doing this join, we are getting a new Java pair RDD which is having key as the integer and value as the tuple, string and double. Because as we have seen in this in our inner join, I will go through here. When we call this inner join on this k and v, which is our integer and which is the customer name, and if we treat this k as again integer, the same customer ID and the bill here, it will return a data set of k integer and v and w, which is the customer name as v and w as the bill for the customer bill. The similar thing we can see here. So it is creating a Java pair RDD here after we call the join method with key as the customer ID and the value is another pair or tuple which is having the customer name and the bill. So this is what as is same as what the API claims. So we have got this inner join RDD now. So let's explore that what is there. So I will just use collect method here, and because our data set is very small, so I can directly use collect. And otherwise, I should have been taken take method if the data set is very huge. In our case, it's very small. And because we are doing inner join, so we'll be only getting I think two. This one as a key, and what else? We have got 3, 4. We have got 5 as well. So only 2 would be present in the final Java pair RDD, because the rest of the other customer IDs are not present in here. Okay, so it will be very small. So let's print it out and see whether our assumption is correct. So I will use sout c. Okay. So what I'm doing is that I'm just simply printing out all the elements of this inner join RDD. Okay. And let me again print. Let me also print out. What I'm trying to say is I just use this again, and I will, instead of using printf, I will use printf system.out.printf. I will try to put that who is using what. So just %s head order of. I will just use some string double formatting dollars, okay, and %n. So let me mark it for each this. And so what I'm doing is that I'm trying to also print that, say, for this value part, right? I will try to print the string, the customer name, head order of, the bill that is there. So for this, I will be passing the value here, which is maybe I will use a j here, parameter as a lambda here. Okay, and here I will print j._2._1. I will explain what it means, and j.2, and also I will use the same j._2._2. Yeah, and then again I will use this print statement. So let me explain what I've done so far. So first of all, we created this test cases. I mean, here we are going to just call customer pairs.join. When we call this join, then the key would be taken. The final result is this inner join RDD, in which we have got the common key for both customer pairs and bills pairs as the key here, which is the customer ID here. And the value is actually a pair again, tuple2, as we know from this join method, from the Spark API. And this tuple would be containing again key as the customer pair, which is the customer's name, and double is the bills. And first of all, I just use, because our inner join RDD is very, very small, and that's why I just use collect method. Just remember that if the RDD is very, very huge, in Spark context, of course, it will be very, very huge. But in this example, it's very small. So collect is used. Otherwise, we should use take. Okay, and so here I use collect, and then I'm just printing out whatever is there in this inner join RDD. So I expect that there would be a pair printed. Like a pair RDD is also like you can treat as tuple. So it would be like in brackets, it would be printing the joined, I think, customer ID and the tuple here with the name and the bill. So because this is an inner join, so I expect that it would be only for Mary and David, because only this Mary and David are present in the bill list, in the bills list. So these two would be present because these are the only two common keys. So this is just printing all the pairs, and here I'm just trying to like elaborate it for the same is that I will also like break down it that this guy, this customer has order of this bill, like that. And here the important point to note is that how do we access these elements inside this Java pair RDD? I think that, again, this we have learned in our pair RDDs chapter 10. So let me again just revise it. So when I pass this inner join RDD, so it for each of this element, when I call j._2, right? So _2 is this element. Underscore, if I pass _1, then it would be this element, the integer. So here we actually want this, right? Because we have to print the name and the bill. That's why I'm using _2 here, which is the value part of this. And inside this value, because it's again a tuple, that's why again I have to use, for name, I have to use the string. I mean, I have to use _1, and for the bill, I'm using _2. And yeah, so this is how we can access the individual elements of a tuple or a pair RDD. So let's run this and assume that whether our assumption is correct or not. So I click on the run button now, and just see whether it comes out with that Mary and David. So it's running now, and let's wait for the results. Yeah. So as expected that after using the inner join, we were able to, first of all, we printed it out for all the pairs. And as expected, we have got two pairs here, one with customer ID 5 and David, as we checked before, that it's an inner join. So only the common keys would be present, which is present both in customer cares as well as in the bills pair. So we had David and Mary printed in the tuple form or the Java pair RDD form in the brackets. And similarly for the second system.out.printf, where we are actually pointing out the tuple here with the name as string and bill as double by using this access. So we are able to print David had order of $400 and Mary had order of $199.90, because I'm using only two decimals as a formatting, so only two decimals are printed here. So this was about inner join, and in the next video we'll see about the left outer join. So see you all in the next video.